Hey there. Good afternoon. The morning was too much to be able to stop and say hey, but all is well. I got myself out of the house to the dealership and am now in my rental car, which I will have until they have my car fixed. So, good day so far. Sleep was good, woke up right, was able to make breakfast and bring myself some dressing and pick up a salad on the way. And now I'm heading to rehearsal, and I will talk to you more later. Bye. Hello. So, today happened. Um, it was a really good day. I just feel like this morning and tonight weren't necessarily the same day. Um, First off, I did not say good morning to you at all because by the time I was at a place where I could stop and check in, it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and that was awkward. Um, but overall, today was really good. I got up, made breakfast. I was in a little bit of a rush, but not so much that I couldn't get the food I wanted to together. And I kept thinking that I had another minute before I had to go. And then all of a sudden it was just time and I had to take off, and I was like, "Oh, that's fine. I'll get it in on the road, or I'll get it in on the train, or I'll get it in when I get the car." And it was just like one thing led to another, and there was just never the time I thought I was going to have at the places I was at. So it was weird, but not bad. I woke up good, had energy, ate the food I needed to, got everything together, took the train into Evanston, which is where the car is, checked in with my dealership there, let them know I was on my way, picked up a Starbucks in my mug. If this is your first video you're watching with me, I got one of those have a free Starbucks every day in January mugs. And so I swung in, got my Starbucks, hit the dealership, and they were like, "Okay, great, now that you're here, we'll call Enterprise." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I got stuff out of the car that I knew I would need in case it took a day or two, and went and hung out at the lobby, did some work online. It took a while. It took about 25-30 minutes for them to get there. And then it was like, "Great, now we're going to pick you up and take you to Enterprise." And I was like, "Oh, they're just going to bring me a car." So I took everything with me. It was myself and another guy. And it was weird. It turns out that the person who gave us a ride, she recognized me and she's like, "Oh, we've met." And I was like, "No, I don't think we have. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure no." She's like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure." Turns out she lives like around the corner from my apartment. Like, we're neighbors, like within a block of each other, neighbors. So I was like, "Oh, maybe you do recognize me." So I took her name down and made a note of it so that if I see her or recognize her, I could actually say hi. Because I was like, that's a really weird coincidence, that the person from Enterprise giving me a ride to a rental car would live near me and in Chicago, be that close. So it was just weird, which was cool. I mean, we chatted and talked and stuff on the way. And then since all my stuff was in the trunk, she was like, "Oh, why don't you just give her the car that we picked him up in?" And so it was really easy because all I had to do was sign on it. The guy walked around with me and then we were done. Everything was already in the car. So that was nice. I think the other guy had more of a process ahead of him. He had to like check out the car, sign it off, and then I had to go back and get his stuff out of his car. I was like, oh. It was annoying when I was carrying bags with me, but when I left the lot and I was done, I felt really glad about that. Because I honestly thought I was going to just walk into the dealership, get a car, and leave. And it ended up being like a process. Like, it took about, from when I got off the train and thought it was going to be about 10 minutes, it was probably an extra 45 or 50 minutes from there. And then my original plan was to head to the Y to work out. They have a really great Y there. And I did that yesterday, and it was really good. And I thought if I had time in between, I would do that. And I didn't really have time in between to work out, but I did have time to hit the hot tub. So I swam like 2 laps and then jumped in the hot tub, which was fun. I liked that. And I found out that the hot tub's even open when they have like swim practice for their swim teams, which I did not realize. So I'm excited because that means after work, when I thought the pool was completely closed and I couldn't go in there, it turns out I can't get in the pool and exercise, but I can totally hit the hot tub, which I'll probably be doing more often. One of the Whole30 goals that I had set for myself was this time to up my activity level. A lot of people, when they speak about Whole30, they also talk about the exercise that they're doing in conjunction with it. And before, I've always just been so focused on the food that I haven't worried about adding that exercise in. And so I've been doing my 31 days of yoga, which I did miss those 2 days of last weekend. But I've been on point since. I say that, and it's Wednesday. So I'm about to do my 3rd day this week in a row to kind of regain that. But the fact that I worked out yesterday felt really good. And even though today it was only a lap, it felt really good to go in and do that as well. So I'm not sure if I'll keep it up every day, but I do want to, in addition to the yoga, add more of that in, whether it's a treadmill or a bike or the weight machines or the swimming. I found initially I got hung up on the fact that when I went to the Y, I had to use the machines, and then I got into the classes, and then I got hung up on the fact that if I was going to miss a class, there wasn't a point in going to the Y and working out, and neither of those things is true. And so I feel like I need to help myself get over that idea that I'm in a phase of I either go to class or I go to the machines, but I don't do both. At one point I was like, I'm a swimmer, so I'm going to swim. And I just need to find a way, I think, to relax and do whatever it is, like just being there. And then if there is a class, great. If there isn't, I can do the machines or I can do the swimming. But like to relax and not feel so much like I have to be the person that does the one thing, I think it'll be helpful. I feel like before I was thinking like if I didn't have a goal or a track, it like didn't matter or didn't count or I wouldn't stick with it. And that has not been the case because I have not been regularly going, even though I've been a member there. So instead of like hitting these small spurts of time, I think I'm going to try to let myself loosen up on that a bit, and getting through the door will be the goal. And then once I'm in there, whatever happens, letting that be the thing that happens. Otherwise, I didn't do any plate joy stuff today, and I was actually kind of commenting on that when I got home and had eaten dinner, and I was kind of like, I realized I didn't do plate joy today. And it's not, I enjoyed everything that I had today. I thought it was great. I really enjoyed my day. And it wasn't like all the exact same thing that I would have had. But there's a part of me that was just kind of like, like a missed opportunity, or I wish I would have packed something, or I wish I would have prepped for something. So that just came up. So I just wanted to make a note of that. Not as a bad thing, but just as a thing that happened. And then tomorrow I have a book club tomorrow night. So if I don't put something together in the morning, it's just not going to happen. I work 1:30 to 6:30 and then head right to a book club where they're having lobster ravioli, which I'm really excited about, except I can't have it. But I'll just bring something on the side that's maybe kind of similar, and then when everybody else eats, I'll pop mine out. Which I've done with these guys before, and it's totally fine. I would love to have something similar so that I feel a little more inclusive on the cuisine, but I don't know, we'll see. I also might let myself go and just like bring Chipotle, which is not very similar to ravioli, but it might be the thing that I have to do because I'm not sure how much I'm going to prep tomorrow morning, but we'll see. Otherwise, yeah, nothing too major. Things are good. Attitude's good. Energy's good. Rehearsal went well. Yeah. I think once I get this up, I'm going to do some yoga while this like uploads, get myself into my pajamas, and then go to bed, which is a little bit late, but not too bad. And then hopefully have a good night's sleep and wake up tomorrow rested. I definitely feel like I'm catching up on my sleep, which is really awesome. And yeah, I think that's about it. So this is a little bit longer than I had planned on talking, but it is what it is. I'm just going to let it be. And I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know if there's anything on your minds or anything that's working for you or not. Otherwise, I will just, either way, actually, I'll just keep going. And I will see you tomorrow.